Hi everyone and welcome. In this tutorial we're going to take a quick tour of the HostGator cPanel. I'll sometimes refer to this as the back office. cPanel is a very common and easy to use interface that many web hosting companies use. Some web hosts also use an interface called Plesk. That's spelled P-L-E-S-K. However, it seems that cPanel is much more popular and easier to use. If you're continuing from the last video where we set up the web hosting account, you should still have this screen up. This is not the login screen, but there are a number of links for HostGator resources, including the login page. Go ahead and click on the cPanel login link. That takes us to a login screen, but I just happen to know that it's not the same login address that HostGator sent in the registration email. So since we want to be sure we bookmark the correct URL, go to the registration email that HostGator sent you earlier. Here's my registration email from HostGator, and here is where it provides the login information. You should be able to click on this link and get to the correct web page. If that doesn't work for some reason, just copy and paste the link into your web browser. I'll click on the link. Here we are at the cPanel login screen. Before we do anything else, I'm going to bookmark this page so I can get back to it easily and without having to pull up this email every single time. I'm using Firefox for this demonstration, so your bookmarking process might be different if you're using a different browser. Okay, for me, I'll start by opening up the Bookmarks menu. Then, drag your web page tab to the Bookmarks menu folder. You can see it shows up below. The bookmark is named cPanel Login. If that's not descriptive enough for you, you can change the name by right-clicking, then choose Properties from the menu. In the Properties dialog box, you can choose a different name. I'll change this to login-DIYsurvivalkits.com. That way I know exactly what page this is for. Now go ahead and click Save. Okay, now we need to enter our username and password. I'll just copy them from the registration email to make sure that I don't make any mistakes. Go ahead and open that registration email again. Okay, here's my username and password. Since my username is so short, I'm just going to try to remember it. I'll copy my password though, since this is very complex. Highlight the password, right-click, then click Copy from the menu. Now go back to the cPanel login. Okay, type in the username. And then we'll enter the password by clicking here. Now right-click and select Paste from the menu. Okay, now click Login. Okay, here's the cPanel page. Now at first glance, this is a very busy screen. There are links to most anywhere that you'd need to go in the HostGator system to manage your account. Let's cover just a few of the basic areas first. In the upper left of this page is a home link. That'll take you back to this cPanel page if you're coming from some other page. In the upper right, you'll see a link to their help system and a link to log out. Just below that, there's a domain name search box. As I mentioned before, HostGator not only provides web hosting accounts, but is also a domain name registrar. This search box allows you to check the availability of a domain name, transfer it, and check the Whois registration information. Below this section, there are two primary columns. Let's take a look at the left column first. At the top of this column, there's a Find box to help you find functions on this page. For instance, let's click in the box and start typing email without the hyphen. As you're entering each letter, the page is filtered. Here we get the filtered results based on what we typed in the search form. If you can't find what you're looking for by just scanning the page, this is really a nice, quick way to help you narrow down your choices. You just need to be sure that you spell your choice correctly. Alright, right below that is an announcements box, and this is where HostGator can occasionally post announcements that might be important to your account or sales or features that might have just been released. Next are a couple advertisement boxes or featured sales. Here are a couple boxes for various web builder products. We don't really care about these because we're going to be building our own website with WordPress. Below that is an advertisement for Voice over IP services and an advertisement for HostGator's affiliate program. The next section indicates the traffic to any websites that you've set up with HostGator. If you have more than one, just choose the correct website from the drop-down menu. This box indicates the backup status for your website. It'll let you know if you have recent backups or if you need to make a backup. This section covers most of the important statistics on your website, such as number and type of domains, number of processes running, CPU usage, memory usage, etc. The last section in this left column provides quick access to useful account information that you may need in the future. Okay, go up to the top of the right column now. This first section provides a number of special offers from HostGator. The next box down provides a number of common and very useful links to important areas within HostGator, such as the billing system, domain management, account add-ons, and the support portal, and a couple of others. The next section is called Preferences and includes links to a Getting Started wizard, video tutorials, and a few links that allow you to adjust your preferences, change your password, and set up shortcuts. This section addresses pretty much everything you'll need to set up and manage an email account. I'm going to pass over this for now because we'll address this in detail in a later tutorial. This section provides links to a number of SEO tools. We won't spend any time here because we'll be addressing SEO within our WordPress installation. The next section provides links to services related to uploading, downloading, and maintaining files on HostGator. We won't spend much time here because you'll actually be managing your files using an FTP program similar to FileZilla. The file management tools provided by HostGator, and most other web hosts for that matter, are pretty clumsy and difficult to use. You'll notice that there are two backup tools here. We won't cover these because we'll be discussing website backups in a later tutorial. In this section, you have access to a number of logs. Some provide information on the latest visitors to your website, others on the amount of bandwidth you're using. Now, regarding bandwidth, in this case it really doesn't matter because I have an unlimited bandwidth plan since I chose the business plan. Here's a link to raw access logs and another to an error log. You probably won't have much reason to ever look at these logs unless there's a problem with your website. And if there is, you most likely will be working with these logs as you're talking to the HostGator support team. The security section provides tools for us to password protect particular directories, deny specific IP addresses, and a couple other tools. The domain section provides a number of tools to manage your domains. You can create and manage subdomains, add-on domains, and park domains. You can also redirect domains. In a future tutorial, I'll demonstrate how to redirect the DIYemergencykits.com domain that I purchased when I originally purchased my DIYsurvivalkits.com domain. In this section, you'll find tools to help you create and manage databases. We'll cover this in a later tutorial when I demonstrate how to set up a WordPress installation manually. The next section is called Software and Services, and it includes one really cool piece of software called Quick Install. Click on the Quick Install icon. On this page, you'll find a number of programs that can be installed in just a few clicks. In a later tutorial, I'll demonstrate how to install WordPress using this Quick Install program. Feel free to take a look at all the other programs that are available for your use as well. You have access to many software categories such as billing, calendar, chat, CMS, and e-commerce, just to name a few. I'm not familiar with some of the software packages noted here, but there are quite a few I do know, such as Drupal, Joomla, Magento, PrestaShop, Moodle, Simple Machine Forms, and several others. Most of these are available for free, and you can install them on your website in just a few clicks, and that's really a very nice feature. Okay, let's go back to the cPanel by clicking on the Back to cPanel button you see here. The last section, called Advanced, provides links to many of the advanced functions in HostGator. We don't need and won't be looking at any of these for now. Alright, that's all there is to the HostGator quick tour. In future tutorials, we'll cover how to set up an email address using the HostGator mail function. I'll also show you how to install WordPress using the manual method and also using the quick install software. See you in the next tutorial.